You know, I usually don't do this, but people keep telling me, come on here, tell your story. People want to know what really went on, you know, inside and outside of CTE. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Clemenza, aka Clem. And Slick Puller gave me that name, Clemenza. Yeah. And and we was a family for like 14, 15 years. And how I got with Young Jeezy was from Coach K. Coach K is my first cousin. That's how I ever got with Jeezy. Now, one of the stories I want to talk about, the first incident ever, it probably was when we had the first show at the Bounce, the old Bounce. Trick Daddy was there, all these people was there, and they called us to the stage, Young Jeezy and CTE to the stage. But when they did that, before we can get to the stage, T.I and Grand Hustle, Pimp Squad, they jumped on the stage, start performing. So, we in their neck of the woods, we in their hood, shit. Our first performance, we about to kill it. Jeezy and Old Dog and pulled up in brand new 745 BMWs. Like, so nigga really let them niggas just slide, like, they can have that. We already knew it was tension because we was already taking that shit by storm. But I think later on that weekend, if I can remember right, later on that weekend was a big show at the AU. And they would not let our van in for some reason. So I was there with my two homeboys, D and Black. They from my city, Indianapolis. And we was there, they would not let us in, so we just jumped out, started passing out shit, because we was in the Come Shop With Me van back then. Jeezy had a Come Shop With Me van that was wrapped, and it really had secret apartment in that motherfucker if you won't. But anyway, so we was there, and we heard T.I say something. Something he said, I heard is a new trap guy out here named Young Jeezy, Young Cheesy, or whatever, trying to talk slick. You know how T.I do. But we heard it. So we went back. We went back and told Dog. Well, that's what we used to call Jeezy, Dog. We went back and told him what we heard. So, after all that, all we know later on that night, we end up in Buckhead. Jeezy, I think it was Jeezy, me, my two homeboys, and some other people I think that's with Jeezy, but I really didn't know them yet because I'm Coach K cousin. I'm really just coming around. So, but when we get to the club, this is when I first encountered Big Meech. It was Big Meech, J-Bo, Tito Cash, goddamn, I forget the other guy named from Alabama. It was Blue Da Vinci. And these niggas we had the whole VIP. These niggas up there ordering Magnum bottles. I'm talking about the bottles as big as your body. Cost stupid money in the club. And this is T.I.'s party. But T.I. never showed up. So we just end up having a party. And one of my homeboys with me had threw up. He had got so drunk. But anyway. But then, I think the next night or the night after, or Monday night, we had ran into T.I. at Magic City. And if it wasn't for me jumping in the middle of Jeezy and T.I., Jeezy was going to wham that boy out. No lie. He probably would have got whammed up by a lot more niggas if it wasn't for Meech. Because Meech, the one that calmed that shit down, was like, y'all need to be getting money together. Y'all don't need to be doing this, blah, blah, blah. And that's when the T.I. and Jeezy beef ended before it even started. So that was a quick story. Now, my next story I got is probably about, we talking about before really rap started, because we really wasn't into it with the one nigga yet, so it was still woo-woo-woomp. When we got into it with BMF. See, that's what everybody don't know. We really got into it with them niggas because the under people that wasn't the bosses was just hating because, shit, we had motion. CTE was big or even bigger than BMF. When we get to the bottom of it, Because I can remember we passed out there 500,000 CDs at Birthday Bash and All-Star Weekend. Like, and I no lie, an hour later, everybody in traffic was bumping that Streets Was Watching. So, niggas was feeling the way. Because they already been hearing about some nigga named Lil J, come shot with me, woo 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 woo. So, that's what it was. But we had started beefing with it really wasn't no beef, it was just the younger niggas kept on talking, saying little shit because shit, CTE was having motion. And Jeezy had his own crew. We was never claiming BMF, none of us. It was CTE. We show up with Jeezy, and if you look at that Bull interview, he said it. No, Jeezy always had his CTE shit going on. And that was right, we did. And it was motion. But, you know, we had end up, and Meech had called a meeting. Him and Jeezy on the phone, they was like, fuck it, we're going to meet up at Magic City. So, no lie, we met up. Before we met up, I think it was me, Kinky B, Carbon, 1-5, Five Chief and Dank. Five Chief and Dank was signed to CTE before anybody came around. Before Slick Puller, it was Fine Dank and whatnot. Now, the night we met at Magic City, no lie, this is probably the first time I ever been in anything like this. Like, shit, you know, I had been into shit here and there, but not no gangster shit like this. And we about to go meet up with BMF, Big Meech and his crew, and our 6 people we had, he probably had like 30. But when we met up there, shit, it wasn't nothing, cause Meech told all them niggas like, hey, Jeezy, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. So if y'all got a problem with him, y'all got a problem with me. And that's when that shit ended before it started, but them niggas was still hating. But no lie, we was strapped up like Afghanistan in goddamn Magic City that night when we had to go meet with them niggas. And the word was, before we left and got there, hey, if anybody even act suspicious or try to play, we shooting everybody. We killing everybody. Fuck it. Fuck the CTE shit. Fuck all that. If them niggas play, we hitting everybody, including the boss. And shit. But that shit ended before it started, so other than that, I got some more stories, but y'all need to check out my YouTube. Once I get up to some many subscribers, I'm gonna tell some more stories. But other than that, I want to give a shout out to Terrence Gangster Williams. What's up, my boy? Original hot boy with the original CTE.